Good morning, good evening, good afternoon, guys, to wherever you are from. Um, Today we are going to do another trade breakdown. Now that my charts is loaded, I've already got into replay mode because I'd love to share with you how I took a really interesting two positions using my Asia scalping strategy on gold. So this was really interesting. On Tuesday, we had a really, sorry, I apologize. On Monday night, we had a very slow New York session. It was technically Tuesday in the early morning for myself. We literally created a high around here during New York. It didn't pop any higher than this. And our low of New York was about there, and we didn't go any lower than that. And that's essentially the range that the market played around in New York. We had a massive sell off in the London session on Monday, but yeah, not much else. So, with my strategy, if you haven't watched the previous video, essentially in Brisbane time, you would go the 10 a.m. candle, however that closes. If it's bullish or bearish, the 11 a.m. should be the opposite. Now, this doesn't always work, of course, like with anything with trading. However, this happens more often than not. So, when I forward the candles, we should see how the 10 a.m. candle closes, which now it's at 6:45. So if I jump ahead a little bit, that's the 8 a.m. 15 minute. We're just on the 15-minute time frame for the minute. 9 o'clock, 9:30, and there's a 10 a.m. candle. Now, it looks like we have made a 10 a.m. bullish, 10:15 is bearish, 10:30 is bearish, but then we counteract this by making the last candle of the hour bullish, causing the whole candle on the hour to be bullish, which if I flick over, if this will let me do it, yes, will show that that hour will close bullish. So if we go back onto the 15, we can now see that we would line up for some shorts there with stops above the previous high. So I would probably go 55-ish pips to be safe. And ideally we'd want to have a decent sweep of the New York lows, so about 200 pips. So let's see how she plays from here. Pretty decent. And boom, in 45 or 30 minutes realistically, in three 15-minute candles, TP smashed 214 pips. Absolutely brilliant. Now, what gold also tends to do is once we've swept New York lows in Asia, we will then reverse. So we can then look to line up potentially for a long position with a reasonable amount of risk and potentially run up to previous levels of support around here. So let's see what happens next. Immediately we react, so that would have been our entry around the bottom, but realistically, if you weren't having your finger on the trigger, you probably caught it about there. To have a safe spot though would be if we broke back above and potentially on the 5-minute, having the position there. Personally, I caught it about, but yeah, you could adjust it how you want and however you plan on playing it is perfectly fine. So yeah, the price is now moving in a reversal direction, already having massive impulses. Yeah, a little bit of manipulation there, but overall, yeah, pretty decent. And there we go, 444 pips. Absolutely smashed. Just like that. Again, really, really simple strategy, really simple elements. This works almost every day in Asia. Not every single day, of course, but it's really, really powerful and it's truly interesting. And of course, to get more confirmation, you can stack more confluences. You can throw in fibs, you can throw in some moving averages, whatever you find kind of works to just give yourself more confidence. But yeah, these sweeps of this New York highs and lows and then a reversal straight after is a really good, really, really good approach. And then having that hourly 10 a.m. for my time zone, whatever time zone you're in, you could probably figure it out. But that is an incredibly powerful strategy. So having an hour on 10 a.m. close, which if I jump back to the hourly, we can have a look properly. You have 10 a.m. 1 hour close bullish, and then the 11 a.m. closes bearish. And then we have a sweep of this liquidity level here where we grab the lows of New York and then we reverse and head upwards. Absolutely insane how that works. Yeah, and that's just something that I've noticed that happens on gold. It is incredibly interesting why that does happen. If anyone does know, that would be interesting to find out more on. But yeah, that's the approach I trade at the moment with gold, and it's a really, really powerful scalping strategy. I think one of the best scalping strategies for gold during Asia. And especially at the moment with current price action, we really haven't had amazing New York sessions. So yeah, this is just something that, you can use day to day, reflect on it and see how it goes, analyze your trades, journal it, of course, keep good risk management, keep your mindset strong, focus on that sort of thing. That's what we focus on here at Fuseli Trading. So yeah, thank you so much for watching. I appreciate you spending the time to enjoy this breakdown. And if you have any questions, leave it in the comments below. But don't forget to like and subscribe and share the video. And yeah, stay tuned for plenty more videos to come soon. Thank you so much.